Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Arif Zakwan Zambrozi. Today I will present to Professor Dr. Dayang about my final project, which is Psychology Service Management System, or we call it is IPSI. Okay, so for IPSI we have 6 use cases, which is first is manage user, second is manage psychometric, third is psychology services, fourth make report, fifth manage akrab, and sixth is psychologist program. Okay, so for this for the first demo, I will show to you only 5 use cases, which is manage user, psychology service, make report, manage akrab, and psychology program. Okay, so for the so this is the system, the IPSI system, psychology service management system. So for first use case, which is a manage user, so you can manage user by register. All user can register to get into the system. So if you register user, okay, so we have 4 categories of user, which is HQ, headquarters organization. Uh, this is an internal agency, which is Polytechnic and College Community, the staff from the Polytechnic and College Community, the student from Polytechnic and College Community, also the community itself. So we have four type of user. So if you can choose any one of it. Okay, so so they need to verify first the email. So I use my tab to verify for the dummy email first, and then okay, you get into the system. So first you need to fill in the profile for first time sign in. So this is all the profile of the organization. So we need to fill in all of this. Okay, so the profile is created, and for user management, so you can go to the update your profile. So this is the profile, so you can update your profile here with Skinny profile, and you can edit any of it of this. So if you want to edit the grade to any of this one, you can go and update it, and you change to the updated one. Okay, so this is for update. You can also change your password. Okay, so this is a new password. For this uh, for this use case, also have forget password, which is if we doesn't remember our password. So if we doesn't remember our password, so you can put our email here and recover back our password. Okay, so a reset password will be sent to the email. So if we go to the email here, so the reset password is this one, so you can enter or log in with the reset password. Okay, so you can enter back. So there is another one for manage user for admin purposes. So if I log in as a admin, so admin have user level. So the admin can change the user level of the user that registered. So if Arif is want to be changed to any of the other user levels, which is we have client, Ali Akrab, Petavit agency, and Petavit system. So you can change either one of it. If you want to change to Petavit system, so you can change to Petavit system. Okay. So this is for uh, user. So this is for um, first use case, which is manage user. Okay, for the second module, which is psychology services, this module is a module that a client and a psychiatrist will make the appointment, and a psychiatrist, uh, there is a session with the client, so they can fill in their forms throughout fill their form into the system throughout the session. Okay, so for the appointment, so you can have two-way appointment, which is um, client can make the appointment voluntarily. So if I log in as a client here, so I log in as a client. So if client want to make a new appointment voluntarily, so they can add the new appointment here. So they can choose the date of the appointment. Let's say 10th of May. Make appointment 11 a.m. and in which agencies or HQ, poly or college community that they want to make the appointment. So let's say Polytechnic Azam Shah, and go for it. Okay, so if you can see here, so they can update their appointment here, and they can also delete it if they don't doesn't want to make the appointment. If we see the admin in admin view, wait, I log in as admin. So if you see here in the admin view, so you can see that in the 10th of May, so the client is creating appointment here, so they can keep it, or they can the admin know, the secretaries know that there is a appointment that they have to attend, the session that they have to attend here. Okay, so if the secretaries want to create appointment, also they can create here. If there is no if the client that they want to or you can say that if there is the supervisor or the lecturer that wants their students or their staff to go to the counseling, and they doesn't log in or register in the system, so the secretaries can register it here, so they can go to register the their staff if they want to register it. So let's see if I registered. So you can choose here their organization, their time, and the place for the for the uh, for the appointment. We send it. So actually, they create the appointment and the user also. So if you can see, so the user will get the appointment in their email. So which is, if they also can enter by their uh, by the default user ID, default password here. So it is uh, if the user is not in the system yet. So if the user is in the system, so they also can add it like here, and just like uh, same as client. So save here. Okay, so the user also get email like here to call up for the appointment. Okay, so here you can update the date or uh, time of the appointment if they want. So like here, if they want to update to like 24 and time is around 12, so you can save it, and the time and the date is changed up, and the user also notified by via email that they have update their appointment. Okay, so if there is appointment, so when they come to the session, so they can the secretaries can make the new session here. So let's say if they want to make session with let's say here this this Ahmad, and this Yo Jing Cho. So they choose the time of appointment. Wait. Okay, and then type of counseling and create the session. So there is a session here. So if we go to Kumaskini, so we can update the session. And if we go to Papa, so this is the form that the secretaries need to fill up. So the green is the complete the complete form, which is if we say K008. So this is if there is a green is it is a complete form, which is profile client, a profile of user. This is the collab form, and this is a appointment form. So this is all that are generated via system, because they have made the appointment first. So if this is the first interview form, so when they complete the interview form, so they can go to the next form, which is K05 and K06. So let's say if I complete the form, so let's say this is test. So and they fill up all of it. And submit it. So if the 003 is complete, so they can go and complete all the forms. So if this is a report of counseling, so after the first interview, so they can make a report of it. So like this. And they also can fill up the K006, which is a psychologist assessment. So if they have an assessment, so they can fill up this, like this one. So they take the DAS 21 assessment. So this is they can fill out all this form. During the session. So this is the because before this they need to fill up the form via hand manually. So this is so they just need to fill up this, and the data is in the database. So this is so they can update it if they want. So this is the assessment form. So if all of it settles or completed, so okay. So if they have the next session, so they can create another appointment if they want to make another appointment. So like this one, if they want to make another appointment, so there is basically so if they want to close the session, so they can close the session. So this they can close the session. Okay, so the session is closed now. They also can erase the session if they want. Then so that is basically the psychology services module. Okay, so for the next one is a module program. So for the module program, the user can create the program here to get a feedback from the client, their participant, about the program. So this is the way that they want the secretaries want to get the feedback. So if this is so they need to fill up the form here, like the start of the program, the date end, and the place of the program. So this is the report. If they have a picture or any like report about the program, so they can choose a file to include it here, but they can make it later. So if they create so this is the list of the program. So if the program is done, so the status is selesai. And if there is if there's upcoming program, so you can the status akan datang, and there is also the status of ongoing here. If to get the feedback from the user, so you can go to QR code and they need to scan it, and if they scan, they actually can get into the system, which is this is a borang maklum balas program, a feedback form. So they can fill in the feedback form here, all of it, and send back to the secretaries to analyze. Okay, so the next one is make a report use case. So for the make report use case, so for make the report use case, so this is the type of report that they wants to have. So they can choose the agencies, all of the agencies here. So let's say for 18 Wazam, this state and individual, and all of the so they can generate the report, and there is the report here. And also if they there is another type of report, which is a problem, so also the same. So let's say there is a test problem, so there is a report here, and races wait, let's see what's up. Okay, so this is a races, and there is also marriage status report. So this is a marriage status report. Alright, and the last one is okay. So for akrab session, manage akrab. So this is like the same as psychology services. Like you can make appointment about to make appointment and call user or client for the session. For the admin side is similar. but it's quite different for wait, I need to delete this one. But for the for the client side, it's quite different. But I show you the bimbingan first. So if you want to create the sesi bimbingan for akrab, so like this one. So if you create the session, so this is only report that they need to submit to the secretaries. So this is a report, and they can update it like this. And they can update session. So this is the session, okay, and they can update the session also, and they can delete it. Okay, so the difference is if you log in as a client, so if for the client, if you log in as a client, so to create a session, so you choose the date. So this is the ahli akrab that available, so you can choose. If there is many ahli akrab for the Polytechnic Muazzam Shah, so you can choose any of them. So this is the different. So actually, if they have more than one ahli akrab in the agency, so you can choose them. So they choose the ahli akrab here, and so they create the session for the client. So there is difference between psychology services and managed akrab. So for the last module, ujian psychometry is still on the process of development. So that's all for me. Thank you.